Are you thinking about self-publishing your book? You'll want to stick around before you hit that publish button. Today, I'm talking about the top 5 publishing mistakes to avoid. Trust me, you don't want to learn these lessons the hard way. Hey fellow authors, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Monique, an indie publisher and author, here to guide you through the self-publishing world and help you become a published author. Now, you've probably been thinking quite a while about self-publishing your book, and you are so excited to get started, you are ready to hit that publish button, but don't do it yet. I'm going to quickly go through and show you what you might be missing. Are you ready? Let's start with the first big mistake is skimping on editing and proofreading. You might think, hey, I aced my high school English classes. I've got this. Well, it's not that simple. The editing phase is not just about catching typos and grammatical errors, although those are super important. It's also about the flow of your narrative, the consistency of your characters, and even the pacing of your plot. Some editors specialize in different types of editing. Developmental editing focuses on the overall structure and content. Line editing scrutinizes your writing style and language use. Copy editing is what most people think of when they hear editing. It deals with grammar, punctuation, and consistency. Proofreading is the final pass to catch any overlooked mistakes. You don't necessarily have to hire different people for each type, but knowing what you're getting is crucial. And trust me, a good editor is worth their weight in gold. They don't just find your mistakes, they can elevate your entire manuscript. Authors who invest in professional editing services often find it the best decision they made in their self-publishing journey. Don't forget to factor editing into your budget and timeline. Good editing takes time and it will cost you, but think of it as an investment in your book's quality and success. The second biggest mistake is ignoring cover design. Yes, I know, I've always said don't judge a book by its cover, but let's be honest, everyone does. Your cover is the first thing a prospective reader see, whether they're scrolling through an online bookstore or skimming shelves in person. It's essentially your book's first impression, and we all know how important first impressions are. A good cover design includes professional lettering, a well-thought-out cover scheme, an appropriate imagery, and it should resonate with your target audience and fit within the norms of your genre. Many new authors think they can create a cover with a basic graphic design tool. Still, there's so much more to cover design than just slapping some image and text together. If budget is concerned, there are more economical options like pre-made covers, but even then, make sure you're not buying it from some shady designer who basically stole it from someone else. Cover design services can range from $100 for a basic pre-made cover to $500 or more for a custom-made cover. There are better places to cut corners. A well-designed cover can increase visibility, click-through rates, and sales. The third big mistake is having a solid marketing strategy. Having a book is great, but what's the point if no one knows it exists? A lack of marketing strategy often separates successful self-published authors from those who just need help to gain traction. You just can't hit publish and expect readers to come flooding in. Key components of a good marketing strategy include an active social media presence, a well-managed email list, and a plan to garner book reviews. You see, social media isn't just for selfies and memes. It's a powerful tool to connect with your audience. But remember, each platform has its best practices, so do your research. Now for email lists, this is basically your direct line to your most dedicated fans. Use it wisely to offer exclusive content or early access to your upcoming work. And don't underestimate the power of book reviews. Encourage readers to leave reviews, whether on Amazon, Goodreads, or their own blogs. The more positive chatter about your book, the more it will attract new readers. If marketing is something you can ignore or put off until after publishing, think again. The most successful authors are those who treat their writing like a business, and that includes having a solid marketing strategy. Next mistake, pricing your book wrong. This is usually a big one. If you price too high, you risk alienating potential readers. Price too low, and you need to maintain the perceived value of your book. Setting a high price tag might be tempting because you know the worth of your content, but you have to consider your audience and what they're willing to pay. The ideal price for your book could depend on several factors: the genre, the length, whether it's part of a series, and even the format, whether that be ebook, paperback, or hardback. On the other hand, you might think pricing your book really low or even giving it away for free might boost its visibility. While this may be part of a strategic launch, making it a permanent decision could lead potential readers to think, well, you get what you pay for. Many are willing to pay a little more for a book with good reviews and a professional appearance, but there are limits. If you're unsure how to price your book, doing market research can be incredibly beneficial. Look at similar titles in your genre to get an idea of what a competitive price point looks like. Keep in mind that pricing isn't static. You can adjust your book price based on its performance, upcoming promotions, or seasonal factors. Make sure you're making data-driven decisions, not just shooting in the dark. Remember, your price isn't just a number. It's a tool in your marketing arsenal, so use it wisely. Just a quick pause. If you found this content valuable, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of my future videos. It really helps me out. And if you're really serious about leveling up your writing speed, you might want to check out my book, The Indie Author's Guide to Fast Drafting Your Novel. Whether you're tackling your first draft or your fifth, this guide offers practical tips to help you write your novel quickly and efficiently. The link is down in the description. Now, the last mistake is not understanding the distribution channels. You might think you're all set once the book is written, edited, designed, and priced, but there is more. Distribution is how your book gets from your computer into your reader's hands or onto the screen. And trust me, all distribution channels are not created equal. For instance, platforms like Amazon's KDP, Ingram Spark, and Draft2Digital offer different advantages and drawbacks when reaching your target audience. Of course, Amazon is the biggest player in the market, and its KDP Select program might look tempting with perks like Kindle Unlimited. But be aware, opting in means you're giving Amazon exclusive distribution rights for a set period, and this is for ebooks only. While it's a huge platform, being exclusive can limit your reach through other channels. Ingram Spark, on the other hand, offers wider distribution channels, including bookstores and libraries. Even though they no longer charge upload fees, the cost for those channels have gone up from 30 to 40%. Platforms like Draft2Digital offer sort of a middle ground. It's not exclusive, fewer fees, and a limited reach compared to Ingram Spark. Draft2Digital might be the right fit for authors who want more freedom without the added cost of Ingram Spark. The bottom line is understanding each distribution channel's pros and cons before committing. Consider your goals, whether maximizing revenue, reaching a global audience, or having the flexibility to switch platforms. Ask yourself these questions to determine which platform aligns with your publishing goals. Failing to understand distribution channels can mean your book doesn't reach its full potential audience. Make an informed decision to make the most out of your hard work. That's 5 common mistakes that can stall your self-publishing journey or prevent it from reaching the heights it deserves. You now know how to make your book the best it can be. Remember, the journey of 1,000 pages begins with a single word. So keep writing, keep dreaming, and I'll see you in the next video.